Alright guys, Buffalo here. Today we're going to take a look at the little Henry Youth Model 22 lever action. Alright guys, let's start out by loading this thing up. Now it does have the magazine tube, so it's tube fed. Anytime you're working around the end of the muzzle, you want to be careful. So always open your action up, double check, make sure there's nothing in the chamber. There's not. But with your action open, there's no way this gun can fire. Now you can remove your tube and start dropping rounds in. Just drop them into the little 22 long rifle shaped slot here in the magazine. Now this gun is a youth model, so it holds 12 rounds of 22 long rifle, or I think 16 rounds if you want to shoot shorts, which this gun will cycle just fine. Has the 16 and an 1/8 inch barrel, which I like. This gun weighs about 4.5 pounds. Takes a little slower to load the magazine tube up than just swapping out a detachable magazine, but it's still fun to shoot. Now I tend to like compact guns, just like I did the Youth Model 870 video. This is a youth model. I find it very handy, very easy to handle. Now you just close your action up, and we've got a full tube, but none in the chamber. So we're ready to go do some shooting. All right, let's take a few shots. Oh yeah. There's something about a walnut stock and a lever action rifle. Let's try some of those little small ones. Oh yeah, very easy to shoot accurately. Now, there's a difference in inherent accuracy of a gun and being able to get that accuracy out of a gun. This is a gun that's very easy to shoot. I think that was all of them. Yep, that's all of them right there. Alright guys, just want to talk about this action for a minute. This thing is very smooth, requires very little force to operate it. It'd be ideal for a youth, you know, somebody's thinking about sticking this under the Christmas tree this year. But it's just very smooth. I wish there was a way, I wish we had the technology, you guys could just reach through the screen here and give this a try. The trigger itself is very light. I don't have my trigger scale down here today. Very easy to pull and breaks clean. Makes the gun easy to shoot. And you can feel when you cycle all the rounds out, you can feel that last shot. You can feel the difference in the action when it doesn't pick up another round, so you know when you're empty. As far as fit and finish, this gun is very nicely finished. The walnut stocks look good. Everything fits good around the receiver and the barrel. Now this gun has its dings. This one's been used a lot, but that's what they're for, right? Now it does have a painted alloy receiver, but the rest of the parts are blued, and they're blued pretty nicely. The lever and the barrel, magazine tube, all the steel parts. And you gotta love Henry's motto, made in America or not made at all. You know, I like the fact that they're proud that they make these over here. Now this particular rifle was built in 2007. These were produced in Brooklyn, New York during that time. I think about a year later, they moved their production to New Jersey, and that's where they still manufacture these rifles. Alright guys, I wanted to show you all this brass, the way it comes out of the gun. It almost comes out at a 90-degree angle, which will make this gun easy to shoot for left-handers. You won't have that brass hitting you in the face. Now this, if you've got, say you got kids, maybe one's right-handed, one's left-handed, both of them could shoot this little gun. Now this gun doesn't have any manual external safeties, which I kind of find refreshing in today's world of lawyered up 10-pound triggers, loaded chamber indicators, keyed locks, and crossbolt safeties. I'd much rather a kid learn on a gun like this than learn how to rely on a mechanical safety. Now what this gun does have is a half cock position. You got a round in the chamber, pull back on the hammer and pull the trigger, then let off the trigger and let the hammer up. You're in what they call a half cock position. The gun is safe, can't be fired. You can see the trigger can go one down. There's the half cock. But that's plenty enough safety on a rifle like this. Guys, I've got some CCI stingers in here now. Another thing I want to mention is you don't have to worry about which ammo you're running. The lever action, they'll run almost any of it. Try to hit some of these little reactive targets I've got set up down here. Oh yeah. Got him. Try some of these swingers. That's what I'm talking about. Ran out of ammo with one to go. Now we can't have that. Alright guys, we can't leave that lone survivor out there. Now I see another pop can's pop back up there too. Let's take them out. Ah, now. I got a little bit of a hurry on my shooting there. Alright guys, take a look at the sights here. The sights they're okay. The front post is a little wide for my liking, but both of these sights have a small fault to them. The actual elevation adjuster here, I call it a stair step, has fell out and gone missing, and the hood off the front sight has also gone missing. You know, that's little things that, you know, maybe it's the person that had the gun's fault. Maybe they were just too loose and hard to keep up with, but there should be a way Henry could put those on there without them falling out and getting lost. But other than that, the sights work fine. They're pretty easy to see. You get on target pretty quick with them. Not as pinpoint as I'd like them to be. The gun is very, very accurate, and if you had a better set of sights on this gun, you could really wring the accuracy out of it. Okay guys, now in case I didn't mention it earlier, this rifle has an overall length of about 33 inches, 16 1/8 inch barrel, comes in at about 4.5 pounds. Now this gun is targeted at youth shooters, new shooters, and will make a very fine rifle for that. If you choose to get your youngster started with one of these, good for you. But it's also good for like a truck gun where you don't have a whole lot of room to maneuver. Maybe you're checking on your cattle or whatever and you need to get a quick shot at a pest or a varmint. A little gun like this comes in real handy. So check them out. Now they make these in all different variations. They make, of course, the Golden Boys and just all sorts of different lengths, and they make a carbine and just a regular adult size. So check them out, give them a look. I think you'll like them.